good, beautiful, beautiful day, you beautiful, beautiful souls. I'm so grateful to have you here with me. I'm Charla Anderson, the host of the Charla Anderson Show, collector and connector of fascinating people. And everyone is fascinating, especially you. Here we are on Win Win Women platform, which is phenomenal, winwinwomen.com, winwinwomen.tv. And it's going to be, I mean, many of the hosts are on Roku, live streaming all over the place. And I will be as well. Excited to learn more about that as we move. Today is Wednesday, March 15th, 2023. And I've always so honored if you take the time to participate with me in this time and take time out of your busy life to just engage and just see where we're going with the Charla Anderson Show. So as you did before last, if you've watched anything with me, you've noticed that I start with the breathing exercise. It's a tiny mini meditation, 22 seconds of breathing to get us settled, to get us grounded, to get us a little more even keeled in our busy, hectic, crazy world. So what I am offering is, if you'll do this with me, we're going to breathe in for 7 seconds, calm. We're going to hold for 4 seconds, and then we're going to breathe out 11 seconds, gratitude. Breathe in calm, breathe out gratitude, 7, 4, 11. So will you join me with that, please? So here we go. Hold. Release. Gratitude. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining me with that. I believe we could all use more of that in our daily rounds, right? And so today our show is talking about questions being the answer to the secret, maybe? Who knew? So if you hang around towards the end of my talk, we may just extend it and have a live conversation. I have that option to do that if there's someone willing or wants to, have a question or a kind criticism or whatever you'd like to offer at the end of my time here. So here we go. What if asking the right questions is a secret to the secret? Maybe there is more to that question and therefore more to the answer of how we're able to manifest. We were inspired by that movie, but did it work for us? And the movie I'm talking about, if you're not familiar, there's a movie that came out many, many years ago now, The Secret. It was off of a book called The Secret. And it inspired so many people to just start thinking that maybe we can manifest things easier. I don't think it worked for most of us because we just thought we could just wish it and think it and it show up. There's a little bit more to it than that. And I think perhaps I have some secrets to the secret. So in a recent meditation, the thought came to me that the key to manifesting our dreams and desires is more of a secret. So as it rose to my awareness, it also questioned my long-held belief that gratitude is actually the key to succeed, to the secret, or to success, or to happiness, and all of that. So which is it? Gratitude or questions? So of course the shower held the answer for me. So I have for many years believed that gratitude is the key. And I mean to everything. Gratitude will change your life in every aspect of your life if you in everything give thanks. Gratitude at all times. So we know that, Jesus said we can do what he did and even more. And if we just ask, believe, we receive. I just don't know that I was taught that we could do even more than Jesus did in my fundamental religion upbringing. I do know that he said it. And so I now believe it. It's not about religion here. These are universal truths. The Master Jesus totally um, gave us that gift. But perhaps we haven't been taught the way to do that. And so I've manifested some amazing things just because I live in gratitude. And I'm talking about places to live, things that were pretty big and important to me. And so gratitude is totally the key. And I mean by that, just when I believe Jesus said believe, I believe that he meant believe that it's already here. It's already on its way. Act as if you have it and then release it. Lay it at his feet. We ask, we believe that it's coming, and then we release it. That has worked for me a lot in many, many cases in my life. And so I think that most of us don't really think about that very much. But we don't have to beg. Please, please, please. We just ask and then believe and then receive. So as I was pondering this thought about questions are the secret, that same day I'd been listening to some affirmations. And while I am a huge fan of affirmations, actually I have a free download of the ones I've been saying for about 15 years. And if you want to email me at charla@charlaanderson.com, I'll send you a copy. I love them. And I'm going to actually say these that are on this sheet. I'm going to say these today as statements as I've said them over the years. And then at the end, I will maybe shift a few of them into the questions and see how that changes the whole gist of it. So here, I'm just going to read my affirmations, Charla's declarations for living a joyful life of intentional significance. I'm always on time. I'm always fully prepared. I move with speed and intention, urgency. I am organized. I'm scheduled and detailed in my daily planning. My systems are simple. I am focused. I am bold. I am courageous. I am relaxed. I always have fun. I choose to live powerfully. I'm an intentional listener. I'm an excellent communicator, and I speak truth in love. I'm a gifted leader. I'm abundantly generous. I am disciplined, living each moment on purpose. I'm healthy, wealthy, wise, fit, fabulous, and fun. I create magical moments. I am a gifted writer. I'm an inspirational speaker. I expect miracles. I am a spiritual mentor. I am making a difference, and I choose to live each moment to my best. I have everything within me to be wildly successful, and I'm surrounded by positive people. I attract successful people willing to invest in me, and I boldly choose excellence no matter what. Now, I've said those off and on for years. I wrote them probably in 2010, 2008, and anyway, I believe that they're very powerful. So as I was pondering this, are questions the answer to the secret? Actually, I believe gratitude and questions go hand in hand. In fact, the questions actually enhance the gratitude. So so this is probably the key. One of the keys to this whole talk today is our little brains, our little voices, that Charla's chatter, the stuff that never shuts up in our head, is always trying to ask questions, and it's always trying to answer questions. And so asking these affirmations in a question format gives the brain something to think about and makes it less resistant. I mean, this, when I say, I'm always on time, and my brain will go, yeah, right. So it diminishes, it kind of resists that because it thinks it's a lie, but it's not. We're telling ourselves who we are. And whatever you say after the words I am is who you are in that moment. So be cautious about who you say you are. But our mind is always answering questions, and we might as well ask them better ones, right? So I will add here that a major caveat in asking questions, we want to ask empowering questions like, how can I, and why am I able? And not wimpy, disempowering victimization questions like, why me? Why can't I? So that's just a thought. Don't be a victim. No, I won't hang around you if you are. Sorry. So that morning in the shower, I began saying my affirmations in the form of questions rather than statements. So I said, it's like, why am I always on time? Why am I always fully prepared? Why do I move with speed and intention? Why does money come easily? Why do I attract successful people willing to invest in me? We can also say that, how? How do I attract successful people willing to invest in me? Well, what I came to, memory comes back. And so I had this thought that it wasn't really, this all isn't a new thought, because back in 2009, a group of us from the chamber went to a motivational meeting and I heard a bunch of motivational, inspirational speakers, and many were world renowned. I mean, Les Brown was there. There were several that were very high powered and prominent. But the only message that I was literally wowed by was by this gorgeous lady who walked up on stage that nobody had ever heard of at the time, 2009, Nirka. It's an interesting name, right? Well, and I'll spell it for you so you can look it up. Nirka Inc. is her website, NIURKAINC.com. NIURKA, Nirka is who she goes by. But I was blown away by her talk. And so last week I dug through some old notes and found that her talk was titled Questions Are the Answer. I'm like, she copied me. Mine questions are the secret, right? So I'm like, whoa, this is cool. And I had held on to these all these years, these notes. And I'm going to really just read some things that that the notes have on there. And I give her full credit for some of these things here. And I'll differentiate when I'm talking about my comment here, but I'm going to read just a little bit of this because it's powerful and she has already done the work, right? So here, the quality of the questions asked determines the quality of the response. Are you asking questions by default or design? The quality of your life is directly proportionate to the quality of the questions you ask. So this is me. That's powerful and sobering, right? So maybe we want to look at better questions. So she suggests 3 steps to learning how to ask empowering questions is, when you ask an empowering question, it is stated in the positive. Ask for what you want. You will look for it. Your mind will look for things that harmonize with the questions that are asked. Number 2, empowering questions begin with how or what. This will cause the brain to look for solutions. Number 3, create momentum by using words like even more, while, or right now. This begins to shift your state. My favorite question from her that day, and I've thought of it over and over the years. Amazing question. How can I be even more aware of the unlimited opportunities that surround me in my life right now? Don't you feel the power in that question? And she goes on to say that question presupposes 4 things. Number 1, I'm aware. Number 2, there is unlimited opportunities. Number 3, they are surrounding me, and number 4, they were surrounding me right now. So that's presupposing. And so mine goes to work. She agrees with me that gratitude is an integral part of all this. She says, when you have faith that your question will be answered, gratitude is the natural result. Questions cause your mind to search for the answers. And she agrees with me on this as well. Why can't I is disempowering. Empowering questions ask, how can I? Feel the shift? And confusion, if you're in confusion, it's a sign that the brain is searching for answers. So when you ask the right questions, you'll get the right answers. So saturate your unconscious mind with what you want to create, attract, and manifest. And so we remember, empowering questions are stated in the positive. They begin with how or what. They create momentum by using words like even more, right now, or while. This is still Nirka, use questions as the tool to induce states of excellence in spite of external circumstances or challenges. So she listed quite a few questions, and I'm going to read a few of them. So they're empowering questions to give you examples. And for me, it always helps to have an example of verbiage. How did they say it? What did they say? How, and after I read some of her questions, then I'm going to tell you about amazing situation that had happened yesterday and then this morning in light of this conversation. I believe we're tracking things really quickly right now. So here are some questions that Nirka has. It says, ask yourself. She says, ask yourself, how can I be even, this is the same one, but I love this question. How can I be even more aware of the unlimited opportunities that surround me right now? How can I be even more grateful right now? What am I grateful for right now? And how can this be easier right now? How can I make it easier right now? How can I create this result easily and effortlessly right now while having fun doing it? And she says, when facing a challenging experience, ask yourself these questions. What can I learn from this? How can I transform this? What's funny about this? Might as well keep the humor there. More questions from Nirka. How can I be more focused right now? How can I be even more determined and driven right now? How can I attract avalanches of abundance in my life right now by creating significant value for my clients? So she's expanding some of these, that we can get pretty detailed and might as well receive it. How can I be even more aware? How can I be even more loving? How can I support my client in becoming even more connected to their their ultimate vision right now? How can I be even more centered right now? Take a deep breath, right? How can I be even more peaceful right now? How can I realize my objectives right now while supporting others and helping them realize their objectives? How can I align my thoughts, words, and actions with the universal intelligence that surrounds me in my life right now? How can I think, communicate, and act in a manner that exemplifies excellence? How can I choose to be consistent with my highest self? So this is Nirka's, and she had a quote then, and it's still on her website today, that I believe must be her signature quote. And I'll end her segment with this, her part. When you change, the world around you changes. You have that much power. So I really love that. And that her saying actually reminds me of one of my favorite sayings is, you can't change the world, but you can change your world. What changes the world? That's my saying on top of Nirka there. So I told you I was going to tell you a story about what happened yesterday. I was at Sam's Club shopping, and in the long checkout line, the lady in front of me had, a trailer full. And I was saying to myself, I was just, like, I'm going to practice what I preach here. And so I was saying things like, let your light shine, be the light in the dark place. Everything is always working out for me. Relax and release, and things like that. I was just happily waiting in line, no worries. And I was really focusing on being just okay and present in that moment. And then I thought, well, if I say everything is always working out for me, which I do say often, what if I change that to how or why is everything always working out for me? How is everything always working out for me? And how can I be a blessing, even more of a blessing to everyone I meet? How can my light shine even brighter? So it wasn't a surprise to me that the manager pulled me out of the line to another register. I laughed and told her that what I'd been saying to myself and changing it from everything is always working out for me to why is everything always working out for me? And I got, really, I got to bless her. And, of course, she blessed me as well. So that's an example of just being present and letting your mind answer the questions. And then driving home yesterday from Sam's, and I was just in my happy place, just driving home and thinking of these questions and going, I love this thought about secret. The questions might be the secret along with gratitude. So I was making up questions and then I get pulled over for speeding. Well, so I told him the same story about manifesting questions or why is everything always working out for me? And that I believe that I was there to bless him or he was there to bless me, or perhaps him stopping me prevented one or the other from having something worse happen down the road. That is my attitude always now when I encounter the local law enforcement or the law enforcement period that I truly admire. And I told him I told him that I live in gratitude and that I thanked him for his service for our community. And he asked if I would still be grateful if he wrote a citation. Well, I said I would be more grateful if he didn't. Well, yes, I got a ticket. I deserved it. And maybe he had a story to tell his crew, his team, and his wife when he got home about this crazy silverhead lady that just wanted to bless him and brighten his day. What do you think? That I just add that I have my little tiny book, Candy Bar Hugs. It doesn't take much to make a difference, is on Amazon, and it is being republished for its 5th anniversary by Beyond Publishing really soon. I'm so excited about that. But it has stories like this in it. And so it's a tiny book, big message. And it should be out, I believe, by summer. So actually, both of my books and the Split Second Transformation, Change Your Words, Change Your Life, Change Your Words, Change Your Life, 31 Daily Practices, maybe shifting them from statements to questions. That book are both remind us to love each other with infinite love. And that book will also be out this summer. I'm excited about that. And so if we love others with infinite love, I believe as God loves, without judgment, just loving people. I'll just add, the harder people are to love, the more they need it. Love them anyway. So you got a little bonus there. This wasn't about questions. So coming full circle, as we come to the end of what if we intentionally began asking better questions to help guide our mind to offering better answers? I said before, you may not be able to change the world, but you can change your world, which changes the world just by changing your words and blessing others. So the secret to the secret of manifesting is a combination of gratitude and questions, giving thanks, gratitude, giving thanks that what you ask for is already on its way, already being grateful that you're seeing and feeling and believing for it, and not sitting on the couch. Keep moving, take action, do what's next, and do what needs to be done. And then releasing it with full faith. And then questions, asking powerful questions, a few of mine. So this morning, I thought this was hysterical because this question came to me. I don't, yeah, anyway, I'll just say that I don't look in the mirror that closely that often, but today I kind of was looking a little closer and I said, how can I let my light shine even brighter to minimize these victory lines? Why not? If my light is shining brighter, they will be minimized. And I started, just how can I be even more aware of the healing power in every cell of my body? How can I be even more effective in sharing infinite love to everyone I meet? How can I be even more effective in sharing my silver wisdom with you guys? And then this just made me laugh out loud. I received a text from a mentor that sends a daily wisdom seed every single day. He sends us something out. And I would have thought maybe this is a divine plan or something. Did he know I was going to talk about this? No, I haven't talked to him in a few years. But this is what he sent today in a text. When we turn our prayer requests into questions, our prayers will be answered. This is Benson Agbatorgo. He's mentioned in my first book. And then he says, he always does some of his quote, and then he adds a scripture. He says, ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you, in Matthew 7:7. And then he always ends with, keep breathing free oxygen. I love that. And I'm like, keep breathing free oxygen. We're on this side of the dirt, and I always add, and I'm in Texas. So if you can take a breath, you're okay in that minute. If you take a breath and breathe in, I am who you are is who you say you are. So I wanted to share that with you. I'll have to recontact Benson and just go, that timely message was incredible for today's message with you guys. So I'm pulling it, we're closing it up here, pulling into the parking lot here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you've stayed here this long and you're still hanging out here with me, I really appreciate your heart. You're blessing me with your time. And I'm here every week, every Wednesday at 1 o'clock Central Time on winwinwomen.tv. You touch me if you pay attention, even on a recording. I'm so grateful to have you with me. And so Win Win Women is an incredible platform. They don't allow advertising. I wouldn't do advertising. I don't like that format. And they allow us to talk about things that we dearly love. And my first one is Win Win Women. If you want to host your own show, contact me, please, Charla at charlaanderson.com, because I have an affiliate link, and it would, we connect, we can win all the way around. And so have your own show, or there's an investment opportunity for investors. So I don't know, might be something you'd like to look at, but please check out my website and find my email. My website's charlaanderson.com. On there as well, you'll find that website is brought to you by Course Platform Academy, who's taught me, I call him St. George, the mentor of mentors, of how to do tech and build our own websites and own it. I own it. I know how to work it. It's incredible to me. And I also have an affiliate link with Course Platform Academy and Zeal for Life. Zeal, my incredibly amazing nutrition beverage of choice. I've been taking for 11 years, or since 2011. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it is 11 years. And nothing but superfoods. Charla is the company Zurvita, made in Texas. Zurvita, ZURVITA.com/Charla. Take a look. I have a banner on the bottom of my homepage that has, those, a few of these things. That's just for fun. I would never share anything that I don't fully 100% believe in, use, or take. It's money's not important to me enough to sell something that I don't believe in, or to share something that's not selling anything here. So if you want to hang on, I will check and see if there's anyone here in just a moment. And if you have questions or comments or kind criticisms, let's have some conversation. And it will be recorded, or if you choose to ask something not, then I can stop the recording and we'll be done. But I don't know. As I start having community, it'll be fun to have conversation. And as always, something that I really want you to hear from me at all times is, you're blessed. You've blessed me, and I'm so grateful for you. And always, always, always choose joy.